Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Let's Roleplay Star Wars D6 Team 1. What? Oh, shit. It's right, it's Team 1. I'm actually just here to do the intro, and suddenly I'm vanishing into the background.
Well, since she didn't introduce us this time, I'm your GM, Kit, or also known as Colonel the Frog. Joining me are my players, Winter.
Hello.
Time Knight.
Hey.
Graham, also known as the Great Axolotl and any number of other things.
Hello.
And Moonstruck Ragamuffin, a.k.a. Jared.
What's up?
All right, so when last we left our intrepid group of player characters, some weeks ago, they had just gone ahead and ran into two interesting things. One, half of the party went ahead and did a little bit of infiltrating, a little bit of hacky, and might have got themselves some information that is useful. And two, the other members of the party, while teaching each other valuable skills, ran into what appears to be a computer virus that wants them to sign up for highly questionable sites. However, said virus has made no appearance when the actual slicer, being played by Time Knight, is around, and they appear to be somewhat crazy to the other two. So, folks,
All right.
what do?
Okay,
You have a number of hours before you need to get to sleep to have enough time to be rested for shooting the next day.
Well,
hold on, I'm trying to...
Well,
Shoot, I'm trying to figure out where exactly... Try to remember where we kind of left off.
Well, like I said, you had collected some information during your infiltration that you might be able to glean things out of.
All right.
There is also the fact that the two people who got locked out of certain areas of the ship and are now being called crazy because the whatever is making that happen might want to figure out what's going on there. Also, if I remember correctly, the Jedi has retreated to his cabin and was talking to a data pad.
Yes.
well,
Clearly, nothing is wrong with that picture.
Absolutely not.
Yep.
If there's nothing that anyone actually wants to do,
Oh, well, I'd like
tonight,
to
we can skip
relay-
on to the next day.
I mean, I would like to kind of relay what my findings, because
Okay.
I don't think I did that.
No, you did not. So the gist of what you were able to find out, along with Rosa, is that sorry, just trying to make sure of exactly the information that you had already gotten. Okay, one, the Diversity Alliance has a presence on the station. They are one of the 4 computer cores that are up in the main section, along with the import-export company, the catering company, and the Deep Sixers. It appears that the computer core that the Diversity Alliance runs is a server for coordinating the hunt for Born and Thull, the person who some of you are contracted to look out for, and one of you has been told by the Force it's probably a good idea to go ahead and find them before bad things happen.
Right.
You got that. You also know that there is a 5th computer core above and beyond the standard one that is, made for the station. This is something that you found in the data download from the main station core. It's a good bet that that one was set up for the actual company who's doing the HoloVid show. And that's probably the one that has on it the stuff that you were looking to sabotage.
Right, and I did create a backdoor to...
Yes, you did.
Yeah.
Anytime that you need to get back into the main computer core of the station, it would be much easier for you.
All right.
There's some other information in there, but you'd have to go digging into it and do some decryption if you want to go ahead and pass that on. You know, like, this is a sit down and work your magic kind of thing. What you've got here at the moment is what was already found out.
Yeah, I'm gonna see if I can do some decryption right now before I get to sleep.
Yeah, and are you sharing this information with Brass and Galena?
Yes, that's who I'm. I'll be sharing. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do.
Okay. Brass, Galena, you have now been given this information. Any thoughts from your characters?
I mean, my character doesn't really understand this kind of thing. So...
Yeah. Brass nods, and it's like, so there is a threat even here of the Diversity Alliance going after our target. That's probably not the best word, but hey.
At least gathering info on the target, yes.
Yeah, well,
that means we're on the right track.
Well, it means that that we're on their track. That doesn't mean much. They could have no idea what they're doing. Judging by the fact that they haven't found him yet, I'm going to wager a guess that they might be fishing in the dark somewhere.
Well, I do have some more information that's encrypted that may help us out, but I don't know what exactly it is. But if I can decrypt it, we may have something to go on.
Sure, just as you're looking through, if you use the ship's computer for any part of that, if you see anything like that, we're not crazy, and that would be proof.
You know, telling me you're not crazy doesn't make you any less crazy, because that's exactly what a crazy person would say.
Yeah. However, regardless, why don't we see what kind of stuff you can glean, and then we'll make more decisions.
All right, I'll see what I can do with this.
Hopefully, it's nothing super major.
All right.
Go ahead and roll 5D on this one.
5D?
Yeah, that's your encryption skill, which also doubles, amazingly enough, as your decryption skill.
All right. Well, alrighty. 5D6.
Yeah, 5D6. One of them special. It's the wild die. Tell me if that one comes up as a 1, and if it comes up as a 6, re-roll it and add.
I got a 12.
12.
None of those are.
Okay. You work at this for a while, and this is not your best work. You kind of burnt yourself out working with the main computer coil. What you can get, though, is last time you were arguing with the rest of the crew that it was suspicious that the Deep Sixers were able to get their hands onto military-grade weaponry, the ion cannons, the warhead launcher, so on and so forth. And while the rest of the crew told you, that's not that weird, well, it looks like that import-export company has some ties to the Hutt cartels. And they got some ties to the Deep Sixers. No. And there's some crosstalk between that server and the Diversity Alliance one.
Don't tell the Gungan, it would break his little heart.
Oh boy.
So yeah, it is entirely up to you what you do with this information.
So I'm gonna, I think I'm gonna sit on this information for right now.
Okay. All right. The rest of you do not know what Chalk just found out.
All right.
Is there anything else that anyone wants to do tonight?
And Galena would go back to just some light practice before bed.
You need to get your beauty. Wow, my voice. You need to get your beauty sleep.
Well, I mean, I also have to get good sleep so that I have good reaction times against the 6-armed thing that's going to try to clobber me into oblivion.
I should make the point that it's not 6 arms.
Oh.
It's more.
It's more than 6 arms.
Also, racist much?
Way to be super xenophobic.
Wow. Anyway.
I mean, to be fair, they do want to clobber me to oblivion for money. So, and I agreed to it.
Yeah.
It's just...
Okay. Well, if there isn't anything else that anyone wants to do, you all go to bed. There doesn't seem to be anything particularly big that happens during the night. In the morning, your alarms go off, you wake up, and again, it's makeup call for a lot of you.
Oh boy, here we go.
Oh, you're alright.
So yes,
So yeah, just gonna head in there on time.
Yeah. Okay, you go in. Brass, you were given a new fancy fly outfit that will almost certainly inevitably by the end of the day get ruined.
He is holding out his hopes.
Galena, you were given very severe makeup under camera lights intended to look like you're meaner than you actually are. Or maybe just as mean as you actually are. Your choice.
As mean as I am pretty, as opposed to looking slightly softer around the edges.
Okay. Rosa, they've had kind of issues in the past when they tried to put makeup on you. They're not quite sure how to deal with your headband. Oh, yeah, the one that you wear over your eyes.
Yeah.
It's really thrown them off a little bit, but they figured out something to work with, and you just hope that they aren't giving you like tear trails or something. I mean, how would you know?
I mean, honestly, how would I know?
And of course, we come to Jock. She's here again, Jock. When you walk in the door, she's holding a couple of those prosthetics and waves them at you.
Here we go again.
Points at the chair.
I sit down. All right, let's get this over with.
Do you say that out loud?
Not very loud, just kind of mumble it.
What did you say, dear? She says that she strokes on the prosthetic, blending your skin with it.
Just nothing at all.
So there's a really nice cafe upstation.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I thought that after you get done with shooting for the day and I take off your face, we could maybe go visit it.
Oh yeah, definitely, yeah.
Good. Here's my comm code.
Oh. Thanks.
Oh, you don't have to thank me for this. Oh, there you are, looking all strong and manly.
Well, that has really nothing to do with me. That's all you.
She spins the chair.
Yeah.
Knock him dead.
I'm gonna be swapping over to the phone.
Yeah. I'll see you tonight. I'm afraid.
I assume you get up out of the chair.
Yeah. I do.
Yeah. It's maybe a little bit confusing through your nice armored long coat that you normally wear. It's nice and padded, but you could swear that something just smacked you.
Okay, I kind of feel...
There's nothing back there.
I look over my shoulder.
She's waving at you. Coquettishly.
I wave. I wave back and I leave. I just...
I like to think that Chuck was checking for those signs that say, like, kick me.
Maybe I should have been more clear with that time. You felt it on a very specific part of your anatomy.
I figured that was what it was.
Yes. Okay. The lot of you are actually brought to the main hangar, where the ship is actually being bustled over at the moment.
All right.
Yep.
Yeah.
Stand with confidence in front of your heroes.
The Zabrak woman who works for the HoloNet, brings you all in. Okay, so here's the thing. We're going to actually have to film a little bit out of chronological order today. So I hope that you're all up for that.
That's fine.
Right.
Okay. Sounds all right.
Okay. So you're going to do a little bit of minor stuff. Galena, you're going to be doing a bit more setup with your little storyline. We're going to bring you up station on that one. Master Jedi, we want to get you in the ship some, a little bit more talking back and forth. Maybe also have you interact with some of the people on the station as well. So we'll see about filming up station there as well. We're going to have you, Brass, just going all over today. It's going to be a very busy day for you.
You got it. He, jumps in excitement.
Well, I'm glad to see that you're enthusiastic for it, but we've got a lot of costume changes that are going to be required for you, and you're going to be representing about 4 different days here, so just bear with us, okay?
All right.
And Mr. Systems Engineer, we actually have a lighter day for you, so yeah, you'll be able to mostly stick around the ship here. Just show up in the background of shots. Don't worry about it too much. You should have the easiest day of the bunch.
I mean, what sort of things would you want me to do, kind of in the background?
Oh, just what you'd normally do on the ship. Make sure that you're always working. Chat with one of the members of the Deep Six. It doesn't really need to be about much. Just make sure that you're in the shot for some of the things. You're going to be the working Joe.
All right.
All right. Okay, well, very good. So, everyone, here are your schedules for the day, and we'll get going on this, and hopefully we'll be able to make good time. After lunch, we're going to try and go ahead and do the reveal of the ship, and that will be the capstone to the episode. Though, beyond that point, we'll be doing some of the other important dramatic stuff. It's just, this is a working space dock, so we need to at least get your ship all taken care of, cleared, and leave time for reshoots if, for whatever reason, something doesn't work out. Okay?
Okay.
You got it.
Can be done.
Who? Oh, yeah, it sounded a little weird. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, then. Well, go ahead and it's marked here on your schedules who you're supposed to be meeting with. Of course, Galena, you will be meeting with Vez.
Yes.
Master Jedi, you'll be meeting with Mr. Jasal again. And I believe he's got a bunch more questions that he wants to ask you. Let's see. And then, Brass, you will be going ahead and seeing Pong. So, everyone, let's get going.
Okay.
Long distance run.
Yeah. All right. So I think we'll start with Rosa.
No joy.
Rosa, you have been told to, head towards the ship, to make sure that you get in, your time on the whole hyperdrive subplot. After that, you can see on your schedule that you will be going up station, and they'll be filming you as you just interact, and literally it just says here, do Jedi stuff with the people up there.
Oh, joy.
So, what do?
Well, I suppose I head over.
All right.
Think about
Ul Six Giselle, the Deveronian who actually parsed what you had done with the hyperdrive, is again sitting in the hyperdrive compartment, and he's got all the sensors all set up. Oh, hey!
Hey!
So,
convinced you to be on the show, huh?
Did not expect it. Not really. Cameras, right. So, yeah, he looks around. I really don't know how to do this. I normally just work here. So can you tell me about how you came up with the idea for the hyperdrive?
I suppose.
Lights click on, and it's obvious that they're filming you.
Yes, clearly. I was in a moment of meditation. Coming from where I come from, while it may seem basic and rudimentary to everyone else in the galaxy, hyperdrives are rather an amazing thing to me. So I was studying it, meditating on the Force, and kind of a eureka moment, I started working on it, and this is the result.
So it was just guidance from the Force?
Yeah.
I wish I could have your kind of insight.
Believe me, I'd take your patient learning any day of the week.
He smiles. Oh, thank you. So I guess we should run diagnostics on this thing and see how it's wired into the rest of the ship. It's obvious at this point that he is just trying to figure out some way to fill up airtime and is very uncomfortable under the cameras.
Yes. You were saying something earlier about how it's interesting compared to other hyperdrives. Could you elaborate on that?
Oh, right, yeah. So the thing is that, like, all hyperdrives, and he starts going into massive detail, but the general idea that you and most of the viewers at home are going to pick up, and is probably going to come through on the editing room floor, is that most hyperdrives have to have a physical coil structure. And they can be very, very complex, but there actually needs to be physical material that holds the hyperdrive reaction in place and allows it to extend the field and, generate the jump into light speed, which then brings the ship over the hyper border into hyperspace. What you've created is a way of generating force fields that can do the same thing, but with greater precision and with greater adaptability. However, for whatever reason, there isn't the control software that would necessarily be required for that sort of thing. And it's been giving him fits trying to figure it out.
Okay. Well, yeah. Then let's run a diagnostic.
he rubs his hands. He gets down to work. You are encouraged to go ahead and help him, and we will then cut away to, let's say, Galena. Galena, you have been. Is your microphone working?
It is. I was just muting because I was throwing stuff into the car.
Okay. You have been, brought up station, up the turbo lifts into the bazaars and such. And you and Vez, the Rhodian who you had taught a little bit of self-defense to, are walking around in the bazaar that is the center of the hub on the upper levels, looking into different shops. There are, cameras following you. What are you doing? How are you engaging?
I'm actually, what kind of shops are we going to?
All sorts of different things up here. You've been walking around, and you've been essentially allowed to lead how things are going on. Vez is somewhat following you around puppy dog-like.
Okay. I'm actually going to be... So I assume there's some sort of, women's clothing station there.
There absolutely is.
Now keep in mind, I realize I'm supposed to be, I as a character realize exactly what they're trying to make Galena do. Mm-hmm. Galena doesn't understand it.
Okay.
So she's just going to be looking at these pieces of clothing. She's like, God, where's all the padding? How do you guys do normal everyday activities without women's clothing having utilitarian padding? What is this shit?
Shabbat, don't look at me, he says, Vez, and, points down at the jumpsuit that he's wearing, all, oil stained with, toughened knees and elbows. This is all rich people stuff.
Right.
You can probably very well tell that this is not actually rich people stuff. This is medium wealth people who want to pretend that they're rich stuff.
Yeah, but if it was rich people's stuff, if it was proper rich people wear, the thread count would be above, 7.
Thread count?
Thread count. It's used as a way to judge the comfortability of sheets, I believe. Oh well.
He blinks. Well, actually, no, he does not blink. He's a Rhodian. His little antenna wave at that comfort of sheets.
For bedding.
Okay, yeah, but don't you just get sheets?
Yes, but I was using it as a comparison. These things are kind of thin when it comes to, what they're able to.
Well, yeah, they're thin. I guess that's kind of the look that they're going for.
I don't understand your meaning.
Oh, they're trying to show off, aren't they?
Yeah. This Galena just kind of seems shocked, but because that's not the way that happens necessarily go about that.
Being fair, happens to dress up for show quite a bit as well.
Right, but as far as wearing clothing like this, that would be a male thing. There's a reason that the only males in there, or because they're the ones who are seen as pretty and not, complete and utter bitchiness. Whereas you're looking at more of a reality that you're looking for in females.
Okay, I see what you're saying. No, female happens do have high fashion as well.
Yeah, but she's used to more upscale, regal queen-like kind of stuff that,
yeah, okay,
naughty nightwear,
Fair enough.
So she's like, weird cultural dimorphism there. But yeah, no, I understand. I guess, I don't know. not my style.
No, you didn't want to get anything?
Do you guys have? Well, not here. Do you guys have a hardware shop?
Hardware? You mean like tools?
Tools. Maybe some piping, stuff like that.
Well, I mean, we run a repair shop. We don't normally go out to the hardware store.
Right, but you see, I need to make stuff that isn't necessarily on the scale of, say, ship.
Well, I mean, I guess what I'm saying is if you need like a hydro spanner, or if you need a lathe, or any of that kind of stuff, we got it.
Right, but I need. I just
work. I mean,
talking.
We should be able to figure out anything that you need.
All right. Well, she's actually going to be like, tell you what. Do you have what we need is some 1/4-inch piping, and then pillow store. I need to hit the pillow store first. Trust me, you do not want to test out some of the stuff that I have to for my Jedi training with a Gungan electropult. It does not end well.
Did you say a pillow store?
Yes.
I don't know that we got a store that just sells pillows.
Well, something that sells soft things. You know what I mean.
Okay, I think we could figure out something. I mean, like, we could take, like, spare mattress and cut it up and use the foam from that.
Yeah, that would work.
Okay, yeah. So, get one of those, and then hollow pipe. We got pipe. And then build whatever you want to build, I guess.
Yeah, you know these things, right? I'm not exactly a hardware person. I mean, I know how to repair my own armor and weapons, but I don't know how to create them.
Well,
these are more practice tools, but I still need them to be functional.
Well, I can see what I can do for you. Why don't you sketch up what you're looking for, and we'll see what we can do. And at that point, the cameras cut away to, well, they don't actually cut away specifically, but Chuck, you have been told that you just need to kind of sort of appear in some camera shots all day long. So you have a little bit of room to potentially get up to mischief.
Let's see, what sort of mischief?
It's time to get funky.
Let's see, I know. I'm trying to remember exactly what I've already done. I know that I've gotten that information that I just relayed a while ago, and I have looked into to that encrypted file.
Yeah. You still have not been able to achieve your objective, which is find and corrupt the footage of the stuff that has your face in it and also the hyperdrive. But you do have the lead now, potentially, that there is the 5th data core upstation that may or may not be the one for, well, actually is the one for the HoloNet group.
Okay, I mean, this is going to be a little difficult, seeing as I am working. I have to work against my goal to get to my goal.
This is true.
I have to put my face on camera, but while I'm trying to get it off.
Yeah. If you need some time to plot and plan, we can cut away to Pong and Brass.
Yeah. Go ahead and do that. I'll think of something.
Okay. So Brass, you are of course brought to Pong's office where he's typing on a data pad. He looks up when you come in. Lights aren't on yet. Hey, Brass.
Hey, Pong. What?
Well, you've been a real good sport about being on the show. Hasn't been too hard for you, has it?
Nah, not too much yet, though. I heard today's kind of rough for me, but I'll be fine.
Well, yeah, we've got you filling in a bunch of time, as it were.
Yeah.
He tosses the data pad across the desk to you.
Yeah.
It's got a picture of your ship on it. Take a look at what you're going to be walking away with, though. Well, flying, as the case.
Yeah, of course. He, looks through it.
Okay, you now, this is your ship, but as you now look at it, actually fairly well blended into the lines of the design as it was so far are a pair of military-grade ion cannons that should be able to disable most of what, you get them actually pointed at, assuming that you can get the nose of the ship around in time. And then there is the warhead launcher as well, which he has seen fit to stock with a variety of concussion missiles and proton torpedoes.
Yeah, this looks great. He slides it back over.
Yeah, and I tell you, those engines gonna purr after we're done with them. Anyway, that'll come more half down in the day. So
yeah.
Now that you got an idea of how we're gonna do what it's gonna be, we're actually gonna do the filming part of it. So we're gonna kind of jump back in time here. This is me going ahead and presenting you the idea that we have for it. Okay.
All right.
Lights go on. So, all right, Mr. Big Shot. I got something special for you.
Oh, and that would be?
Oh, you're going to like this. They pulled these off of an Imperial capital ship.
Oh, the capital itself. Well, capital ship itself, yes.
Yeah. These puppies have run down pirates in their day. They have left them sparking in the void. And now, anytime that someone gets in front of you and says, you don't go there, you don't even have to worry your conscience about blowing them out of space. You can just make them go nap. Pair of medium ion cannons right there.
Oh, those are...
Right along there.
Oh, yeah.
Now, they're going to draw a little extra power. You're going to have to slow down a bit to use them. But, those are the trade-offs that you see.
Yeah.
Now, if they're a little bit more ornery than that, well, I just found something a little bit of special. This one's historical.
Oh, really?
See, I don't know if you know anything about the back door.
I do not.
No. Some human got it in her head to go ahead and take over the supply of the life-giving medicine for the galaxy. And this is after she decided to go ahead and, put a plague on Coruscant and kill all aliens, that sort of thing. Real nasty piece of work. Anyway, she had a super star destroyer. And people who were coming to liberate Thyfera had the bright idea to use a bunch of light freighters and arm them with warhead launchers and just slam that big old ship with hundreds and hundreds of missiles. Because there's no kill like overkill,
Of course.
Well, the cool thing here is this warhead launcher fought over Thyfera. It participated in killing a super star destroyer.
Jeez.
Yeah. So, it's a little bit old, but it's got character. And when I saw your ship, I thought that was the perfect place to mount it.
Yeah, the Starseeker definitely does have character.
I'm glad you agree. Lights go off. All right, that went pretty well, I think.
Thank you.
All right, so let's get going. We're going to do a little bit down on the ship bay, move on, that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, and the camera's cut away to Time Knight. Have you figured out what your plan is?
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna... I'm going to just kind of just kind of look like I'm just kind of wandering the station. Just I'll be sure to get into shots if a few shots here and there, but then I'll just kind of try to make my way towards that fifth one. Just kind of scout things out.
Okay. All right. You know pretty much where it is. It is in the part of the hub that is owned by Deep Six. So you should actually be able to get in there easily enough. Day to day, this is the office section. It doesn't get as much screen time on the show, so there aren't as many cameras up there, but there is some stuff going on. So you're going to try and just go ahead and walk in, not be noticed?
I mean, I'm gonna just kind of not look like I'm sneaking around,
but sneak around.
But yeah, I'm
okay. Roll your sneak. 3D plus 1.
3D plus 1. Okay, that's 3D. Okay, what we got here? Oh boy, that's 6, and my force die is a 1.
Oh dear. So that didn't go too well for you. As you try and go ahead and wander your way into the office, looking like you're supposed to be there, you're spending a bit too much time looking around for that sensor rack, and you bump right into Jebba, the 8-armed basilisk girl who is apparently supposed to pummel your shipmate later.
Oh, hi.
Oh, you're from that ship, huh?
Yeah, just kind of trying to I don't know, just trying to find a place to be right now. They don't really particularly need me. I just need to be in background shots for right now.
Oh, they give you that instruction, huh? Oh, come on, come with me. Just sit and chat and not deal with this.
Oh, okay.
She waves to a seat at a desk. Just look like you're typing or something.
Okay, I'll just I just sit down and if I can, I'll just pull out my data pad or something.
Can you believe this? She, her hands are constantly just moving and twiddling with each other and playing, and she looks very agitated.
Oh, believe what?
Just, this season is going from bad to worse.
How do you mean?
All right, it's the Gungan who's the big fan of the show.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm sorry,
no offense, I can't.
You're a stranger, but by the way, Time Knight, it should probably occur to you that you've just been sat down to a computer that may have a link into the data cores you need to get to.
Okay, I'm just gonna kind of act like I'm just fiddling with it for right now, just in case she's paying attention right now. I'm just gonna try to gauge whether she's actually paying attention or not.
Okie doke. They got this stupid idea for a romance subplot. And it's in my contract because I'm the girl that I've got to deal with this. I mean, Fez is a good enough guy, I guess, but what is this? I don't get this. Why would I want to be with him? Because he's male and about my age?
Look, if you're looking for romantic advice or about that sort of subject, you really come to the wrong place.
She laughs. I'm just looking to vent, honestly. I'm sorry about that. What's your problem?
I may have accidentally got myself set up on a date with your Keldor makeup artist.
Oh.
And I don't believe I've actually been on a proper date before.
She puts her hand over her mouth and starts laughing. Oh, that's who she was talking about.
She's been talking about me.
Oh, yeah. Cyrene is a great gal. She and I are good friends. She had been talking about this cute new guy who had come by. I'll be honest, I did not understand that she was talking about you.
Thanks.
Yeah, I guess that was kind of, yeah, sorry about that. I'm not into other species. I'd rather a proper set of arms. I know we're not supposed to do that, and what with the Alliance saying that we're all supposed to be together and such, but...
And I guess that's understandable.
Yeah, again, sorry, no, it totally flew my mind. I did not realize that you were the guy she was talking about. And you haven't been on a proper date before?
Look, when you're, it's embarrassing. I have had friends who were girls before, but we never really did anything like that. But
sorry.
Look,
sorry.
I'm more of a machines guy.
You're more of a what guy?
I'm more comfortable around like machines than actual living beings.
Oh.
That's just kind of who I am, right? That's it's a weird thing.
Okay. Look, yeah, she's not expecting you to be everything in, a bag of puffer chips. She thinks you're cute. She wants to go out on a date with you. Just take her to a cafe. You'll be fine.
Well, that's kind of what we've already planned, so off to a good start.
Look, thanks for listening to me rant, and you can go ahead and slack off here. I'm sure they'll, take some candid shots of us working. Just, you need something, here's my comm code. If you need to, have any questions about what she likes and doesn't like, feel free to, call me, okay?
Oh, okay, sure, okay.
All right, I really gotta figure out this financial report. I have no idea how we're gonna pay for this latest thing with the ion cannons. Dad is so over the top.
Oof.
She busies herself in her work.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna kind of transition into going about my mission or.
Okay, roll your slicing.
Okay, that.
For you, that is going to be 5d plus 2.
5d plus 2. Okay, gotcha. Come on, hopefully this is going to be... plus 2, that's 21.
Okay, you are able to get into the system and you may be able to work some magic, but at the moment we are going to go ahead and pause it there for our first break of the night. Folks, we will see you next time.